What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm back with another one. It's your boy Chris Para. You already know. I'm back with this other one. You know what I'm saying? I don't have myself in here, but let me put myself in there. My bad. I'm back with another one today. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I had to redo again my Raid Shadow Legend. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure it's perfect. I want to make sure it looks crappy or messed up. But before I turned the camera on, I was actually letting a little beginning video tutorial go through. But this time, you know, I'm actually going to do it this way. Start right on the screen where the characters is. I'm going to basically read their skills, let you know which ones I think are good, which ones I think that needs buffs, need some changes, which ones have the worst skill sets, which ones is just horrible in general, you know what I'm saying? So let's get this popping right quick. Alright, we're gonna do El Hain, and remember, I might slaughter some of their names or some of the skills, so bear with me, I'm still new to this. Alright, so now we're gonna get into El Hain. Okay, her first move is Ken Shot. Attacks one enemy, places an extra hit if this attack is critical based on attack, and it'll be about 25% more damage when leveled up to level 5. So that's just a traditional skill, just a normal skill, you know what I'm saying? Alright, second move is Lightning Arrow. I'm not going to read the first one part of the Lightning Arrow, because when you book it up to, start it up to 3 stars, it will have this onto it. It'll be attack one enemy, then attack all enemies. Has an extra 15% chance of inflicting a critical hit. Places a 30% increased crit rate buff on this champion for 3 turns if the target is killed. Also based on attack 2, and that is also an extra 20% damage up to level 5, and at level 6 it'll have 1 cooldown, so it'll be reusable at 4 turns. That will be for the Lightning Arrow. Alright, her third skill, if it comes on, her third skill is Valley of Death. Attacks all enemies 2 times, also based on attack, and it's 25 extra damage added. Okay, and then her aura is increased ally HP in all battles by 15%. Mind you, every character within this game right now, for the starters, has the same exact aura. So I'm not going to read their aura. They all 4 have the same exact aura. Okay. Based off her kit, what she really needs, mainly that she needs, is a crit rate. Okay, she needs a crit rate, because this one gives her 30%. So if you could get her an extra 70% on here, she will be exactly at 100% crit rate, and that's the highest I believe you could go in crit rate itself. Crit damage, you could go higher, so if you could get her in about 200 something crit damage, should be good. Get her about maybe 200, 210 in speed with some HP. Get her some try to get her max to like 4,000, 3,000 to 4,000 attack, so she could hit pretty hard with this. Because believe me, I had her attack pretty high, and the rest of her stuff wasn't too high, but she still hit pretty hard with her skills. Okay, and she's a rare champion from the High Elves. Okay, let's go to the next champion. Next champion is Kale. Okay, he's a rare champion too, and he's from the Dark Elves. His first move is Dark Bolt. Attack one enemy, has an 80% chance of placing a 2.5% poison debuff for 2 turns. That is the weak poison, and that's based off attack. Add an extra 20% buff, so that'd be about 100% for that, with an extra 20% damage. Okay, again, 2.5 is the weakest poison. Okay, next move. The next move is Acid Rain. Attacks all enemies. Fill the turn meter of this champion by 25% for each enemy killed. Again, I wasn't gonna read that one, so just basically that right there is just the same, but you got to go down to the bottom, and it adds a little bit when it's ascended to 3-star, and that these both are based off attack. So when it's ascended to 3-star, attack all enemies has an extra 15% chance of inflicting a critical hit. Fill the turn meter of this champion by 25% for each enemy killed. So that's 25%. So if you kill 3 of them, you got 75% extra turn meter. That's not bad. Okay, and then it's 20% more damage. And again, that was acid rain, and it's reusable at 3 turns. All right, his third skill is disintegrate. Attack 4 times at random. Has a 40% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. Again, that will be 50% when booked, with 20% extra damage, and it'll be reusable at 4 turns. It's also based off attack, and the 5% poison is the strong poison, so it's the strongest poison you can get in the game. Okay. And now his same thing, like I said, his aura is the same. I'll show you. Increase ally HP by 15 and all battles by 15%. So I will put him with a bunch of crit rate, attack, and crit damage, and give him a whole bunch of accuracy so he can land his debuffs, his poisons. Even if he lands his weak poison and his strong poison, you'll have at least both of them on the characters, so that that poison could take them down with no problems. Okay, so let's go to the next person. All right, next person is Gallic. I don't know if I said it right. Some people do say his name pretty wrong, but I say it's Gallic. Okay, he's a rare attack base 2, and he's also from the Orcs faction. Alright, his first move is cross slash. Attack 1 enemy 2 times based on attack. It's got an extra 25% damage when booked. Second move, Hellraiser. I'm gonna read the second part, not the first one. Ascended after ascension at 3-star, attack all enemies has an extra 15% chance of inflicting a critical hit. Place a 30% increased speed buff on this champion for 2 turns. His damage got an extra 25% too when fully booked. So basically, it just added an extra 15% chance of getting a critical hit. You know, some characters that do depend on critical hits, and some characters that don't. Like, I could care less about a critical hit as long as I take enough damage from you and be able to weaken your HP. I'll be good, because I got extra characters in my team that could finish the rest. So I'm not really worrying about the extra 15% for critical hit. That was Hellraiser. Okay, reusable after 3 turns. His third move is Cursed Blade. Attack 4 times at random. Has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased debuff for 2 turns. Has a 30% chance of placing a 60% decreased debuff for 2 turns if the target has more than 2 debuffs. So the 30% is the weak version of the decreased defense, and the 60% is a strong version of the decreased defense. And it's actually really good, you know what I'm saying? Like, the 60 is phenomenal. Like, you want any character to have the 60% decreased defense, because then you could also get the extra little boost when you book it up. Because if you book it up, you get an extra 10% of buff and debuff. So that make it about 70% for that. So the first one will be about 40%. For the second one will be about 40. Yeah, they both be about 40% chance to land it. So it's not too bad, you know what I'm saying? And that one's reusable after 5 turns. So there's no cooldown on that at all, and it's an extra 20% damage to it. And like I said, same, increase ally HP and all battle by 15%. For him, to be honest, the only thing that you really want from this dude is where is it at? the decreased defense. So only thing I would think of is give him attack, give him some crit rate, crit damage, but also give him enough accuracy so you could actually land those debuffs, so you'll be able to help your teammates beat them. You know what I'm saying? So just get him enough accuracy for him. That's what I feel for him, is enough accuracy so you can land a decreased defense. Again, that was Gallic. The last one of the starter characters is Ethel. She is from the scared faction. I'm just gonna say scared faction, okay? And she's also a rare attack champion. And her first move is strike down. Attack one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 75% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. That is the weak version of weaken. Okay, that's the weak version. And it's based on an attack too. She will also get an extra 20% damage when booked, with an extra 25% buff and debuff added to her 75%. So with that being said, that would be 100% when fully booked for each hit to add weaken. Okay, so that was her first move. Her second move is Divine Blades. Attack. I'm not reading that one. Attack all enemies, has an extra 15% chance of inflicting a critical hit. Again, you don't really need a critical hit if you got a character already increasing your critical hit. So if you got a whole team that is under Elhain, she increases the critical hit. I don't know if I gotta be reading again to see if she increases the team or just herself. Let me go back and see. Okay, let's go back to her. So she got to increase, place it at 30% increase buff on this champion. So no, you would have for her, if you want to land a critical hit, you would have to get her enough. I would say just make sure she's strong and give her enough crit rate. You know what I'm saying? So she could hit that critical hit. Okay. Her third move is Higher Blessing. Place a 25% increase attack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Place a 30% increase defense buff on this champion for 2 turns. If this champion current HP is less than 15%, gain an extra turn. And it's reusable after 4 turns when booked. Okay, so the second move is reusable after 3 turns. This one's reusable after 4. So she increases her attack and increases her defense by 25%. So if with that, just make sure she has a lot of attack. She don't have no debuffs other than weaken, and weaken's not that big of a deal in the game. So just make sure she got a lot of crit rate, crit damage, and attack, and she should be able to smack pretty hard. All right, and like again, the same punch card. So for me, out of the 4 characters, I'm gonna rate them. This is how I'm gonna rate them. This is the way I'm gonna rate them, and this is the number they're at in my head. It could be different for others, but in my head, this is how it is. All right, my first one would be Kill, of course, because he's got poison, and it's a better chance of him getting poisons off than it is getting weaken off or decreased defense off. And also he got 2 skills that could place some type of debuff on somebody. Like his first skill, he could place 2.5% poison in his, I think it was his third move or second move. Let me relook. His third move, he could place the 5% poison on a person. So he got 2 that could actually land poisons on characters, and it'll be able to take them down pretty quickly. So he's my first, and then Elhain's my second, because she increases her crit rate, and all you got to do is just add an extra 75% crit rate to her, and she'll have a high crit rate while adding some attack and crit damage to her, so she could be able to smack pretty hard. Third will be Elhain. And then fourth will be Gallic. I can't tell you reason why I got those 2 in the format, so I got them in. But those 2 will be my what's called. Now, if Gallic was stronger than how he is, that decreased defense would be phenomenal. But because he's not as good as Ethel or Elhain, Elhain, Kel, or Ethel, then I wouldn't even put him higher above Ethel. Okay. So, all right, let's get into this. So I'm gonna pick Kel.
So be it.
So I'll let her speak to you real quick, and I'm gonna get like a couple little matches in, and then I'm gonna call it, and then I'm gonna come back in about 30 minutes to an hour and record some more for you guys. So let's get it started.
Awaken, warrior. This is your bastion. From here you will summon and train champions to fight the Dark One and his shadow. You have chosen your first champion, but one champion is not an army. Use a mystery shard to summon another champion at the portal.
So now we're gonna go to the portal and basically summon our first character other than our starter.
Excellent. You've summoned an attack-type champion with great attack and support skills. Let's head to the campaign map and prepare your champions for their first taste of combat.
Okay, so she said sniper is good. Sniper is not bad, but she's not top tier, you know what I'm saying? Because she's just an uncommon. She's not a rare. She's not a epic. She's not a legendary. So she's not as good as everybody thinks, but she's good. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Behold, Karok Castle, seat of King Tabor. This is where your journey begins.
Okay, so this is where we're gonna start.
I fear that the king and his bannerlords have fallen to the shadow. Once noble and just, he has brought war upon his allies and ruin on his people. You and your champions must fight through his bannerlords, find him, and see if he has turned to Siroth.
I guess Siroth is the bad person.
11 generations of peace had reigned between the kingdom of Karok
Just
and
a
the
little
realm
short
of
little
Arabia.
video for this area. Mind you, you're gonna get them on every area you get into.
A peace now shattered by King Taba's brutal campaign of expansion into the neutral lands between the two kingdoms. Once revered as a pillar of justice, King Taba had imposed crushing taxes to finance his war with his former ally, bringing desolation and ruin upon his own people.
Shoot, that's crazy. I can't even stand the taxes out here where I'm living at. Let alone a game can't stand it either.
Had the king lost all reason? On the orders of the Arbiter, the company set out to persuade him to renounce his folly and wayward policies. Even if it meant storming the very gates of Karok Castle.
Karok will not fall easily. Like all places in Teleria, there are multiple stages of defenders. You must defeat all stages to move forward with your journey. This is where you select your team and review the enemy champions before each battle. Each champion has unique skills and an affinity that makes them weak or strong against another affinity. Magic beats spirit, spirit beats force, force beats magic, and void is special. Void champions have no direct weaknesses against other affinities.
Like, I was gonna tell you guys about that, but I'm glad that within the tutorial they tell you, so I don't really gotta tell you. So what's basically what she was saying is the skull beats the blue flame, and so I think I believe the skull is force, the blue is magic, the green is spirit, and the void is the one dead in the middle. So that one's the strongest out of all of them. So it's gonna be harder to kill a void champion than it is anybody else.
You have only 2 champions. Let us pick your team.
Always when you pick your team, if you know they got an aura, make sure you put them as your first champion under the leader, so you could get that aura's. I'll just say the aura buff. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well done.
And because he's got
Notice
the
that your
HP,
leader has
and
an
boom.
aura skill. These provide special bonuses to all allied champions in a battle.
So now.
The arrows above each enemy's head show how your champion's affinity matches up against theirs. An affinity advantage means a more effective attack, more damage, and a higher chance to crit.
There you go. So when I play, I like to hit auto mode so I don't have to do it, because I don't like sitting here and just all day. If I could get a autoplay and let it play itself, I'll be able to go run and do something else that I have to do. Like I have kids, so if I could put some on autoplay and just go run and do something else, let's say go get my kids something to eat for dinner, for breakfast or lunch, I can just hit it on autoplay and I'll let it go, and I won't have to worry about it.
Excellent. Campaign levels drop artifacts, and here's your first. Artifacts are powerful items that boost your champion's stats. Along with special items, your champions will earn XP after every battle. Earn enough and they'll level up, growing in strength and power. Go to your champion collection and equip that artifact.
So basically she had me go back to the Bastion so I could go equip that artifact to my character.
This is where you can view all champions under your control. Each champion can equip up to 6 artifacts. Select the artifact and equip your champion.
So now I gotta pick that little weak
See
1-star.
that? Your artifact has already strengthened this champion. Better yet, artifacts can be equipped in sets to provide special bonuses and effects.
My bad. Sometimes it's hard to press the buttons because I'm using my cell phone. I'm not using a tablet or a computer. So now it's making us go back to the second round, and we're basically in the second round. They're going to give us another artifact, gear. Well, they call them, people call them artifacts. People call them gears. People call them. There's all types of names for the equipment that we put on our stuff. But that's what they're having doing now. We're gonna get the second one, and she's gonna make us put it on Kill, so she could show us the pair set, what bonuses we get with the pair set.
Congratulations, you leveled up. Every time you level up, you'll get full energy, gems, and sometimes you'll even unlock new features. And here are your rewards from battle. With this artifact, you'll have enough to equip a full set. Let's go.
See what I'm saying? Back to the Bastion.
Artifacts can be equipped individually, but come in sets of 2 or 4. Equipping full sets can give you huge stat boosts, special abilities, or add special modifiers to your attacks.
So this set that I'm about to put, the one after I put this one, it is HP set. So it's gonna basically just give him an extra 15% HP when you have 2 sets of them.
Special icons will show which artifact sets a champion is equipped with. Tap on the set icon to read more about which bonuses it gives to your champions. This set boosts your champion's HP by 15%. Life artifacts come in sets of 2, meaning you can gain a huge 45% HP boost with 3 sets. Let's upgrade this artifact and improve its bonuses.
Okay, so now I gotta upgrade. So they're gonna make us upgrade to level 5, I believe, or level 4.
Excellent
There
work.
we go.
When you upgrade artifacts to certain levels, they gain new substats, giving your champions an even bigger boost. You have learned well. Keep strengthening your warriors. I shall return in time to teach you more.
So now basically the tutorial is over with, and you could go about your business. You could do whatever you want to do. Like I could collect characters, like every now and then you get like characters like these that pop up. Like these are like free characters that you get in the game that you don't gotta draw, because sometimes it's pretty hard to get her. And sometimes it's very hard to get Shaman, but you know you get her as a free character, so you be good. So right now this is just giving you a little information on the beginning for 4 characters of the game, the starters, which one I like, which one I think you guys should pick. It all depends, it's your choice, whatever one you would like, but I prefer Kel because like I said, 2 of his moves could provide debuffs on the champion, so you can stack up enough debuffs on the champion with those 2 skills. With enough accuracy on him, you could get poisons all up on these characters pretty good. So that's why I would pick him. But until next time I catch y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that post notifications. Please share my video to friends, family, employees, whoever you would like to share it to. Please share my video. Again, thank you. Deuces.